Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to Bromsgrove Indoor. We're now focusing on the next game in the Bromsgrove Open Singles. We have Brian Lees against
Emily on ring 2.
Oh, sorry, yes, sorry. We have Emily Kernick and Brian Lambert.
Mike
Lambert.
Mike Lambert, sorry. Get your glasses clean, Darren. And I think the winner of this game goes through to the last 8, which I think is drawn. Now that's quarter-final stage.
That's it, yeah, I believe that's right.
So
all yesterday's players come into the bag. So
we get down to the business end of things then, aren't we? We also have a game on ring 4, Brian Lees and Adam Fuller. We'll keep you up to speed on that. They're just playing the trial ends at the moment. Emily obviously bowling out of Solihull. She bowls with Taylor Ace, size 1s. And this is her first Open Singles tournament. She's England International Senior Skip. She's won National Junior Singles, Junior Pairs, Junior Fours, Indoor World Under 25 Mixed Pairs, Silver Medal, and a European Triples Bronze on the outdoor. She only started in 2016 and she started on the outdoor in 2022. And so she's got a very, very good track record, considering that she's only been bowling for 8 or 9 years.
Is when you say 8 or 9 years and bowling, is that flat green we're talking about?
Well,
because I mean she does do.
She plays
or did do crown.
She has played a little bit of crown green. In fact, our club played against her last season in one of the games. But she's still quite a young girl, isn't she? So
yeah, definitely.
I don't know how old she is. I'm guessing she's around about.
I was just thinking whether she, as a youngster, teenager or before, whether she was playing with mum and dad and the rest of them, like as.
Well, yeah.
I mean, I know.
She comes from a bowling family, doesn't
exactly,
she? So,
yeah. So she's got.
She started on the indoor in 2016. It may well be that she has played a little bit longer, but how old is she now? 24, 25? I don't know, mid-20s?
I'm just going to say I don't know to that one. But no. I mean, we've known of Emily for a few years, really, haven't we?
Yeah.
With our tussles with Solihull and.
Yeah, well, she's part of a young group of bowlers from Solihull in the 20s and 30s. Very, very talented players in their own right. And as I say, in recent years, we've bowled against them many a times in various competitions, Top Club, Wessex. Etc. Sean Jones will be marking the game. Emily beat Sean in the last round. And Mark, I think, beat Danny Dennison in the last round. Is that right?
Mike Lambert.
Mike Lambert beat Danny Dennison
yes.
On the third end of the tie break.
That's right, he went all the way, yes.
Yep.
Yes. Yeah.
Mike come all the way from Surrey, Milford. Plays at Egham. And he uses tile-light bowls. I'm not sure what they are. I've not heard of them. Tile-light?
It's an old bowl.
Tyrolite, yeah.
Well, yeah. And he's played in 5 previous Open Singles Circuit tournaments this season. And he's put on his form. What was his most successful Open Singles event, and he's putting on. But he's doing all right this time, so there you go.
Yeah.
He's won various things. He's been playing since 1985, so he's got a few years under his belt.
Wealth of experience is there, I suppose. You can say, can't you?
Is that 40 years? 40?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, 2025 now. Yeah.
Yeah. So they're just into the first end, aren't they? Emily bowled the first wood, just around about a metre short, and Mike sort of matched it with his second ball. First ball's a couple of yards through. And Emily's, well, this looks like it's running as well. It may well be good enough for shot as it stands. It's difficult to tell from this angle. From what I've seen from the earlier games, they'll soon start nailing it. They're both very good players.
Yeah, this looks a little bit tight.
Yeah, he's not found it with that one.
Yeah, I would think Emily had put one on the around the button.
Yeah.
This time. And it's coming in nicely.
Yeah, that's a much better ball.
Oh, that's interesting, Terry. 30 new subscribers today.
Just
That's
today.
brilliant.
My word.
Absolutely brilliant.
Yeah, Terry's a regular. He's always on first.
Yeah.
Number one top fan.
Let's just hope Sky Sports don't buy up the rights. Anyway, that's a very loose first end, isn't it? By their standards.
Yes.
I mean, they're measuring for shot, and they're all, what, 4 foot away? 3.5 foot away?
They took 2 out of Emily's, so
So I'm measuring for third ball.
third bowl, yeah.
It looks like it's just a 2.
No, 3.
No, 2.
I think it's only 2. I don't think the measure quite reached there, but yeah, first end, 2 shots.
Oh, right. I thought he took the bowl out with his hand.
Emily keeping the mat right back. Not the easiest of rings to bowl on ring 2, is it, Richard?
Sorry?
Ring 2, it's got a few little runs and
Oh, yeah.
quirks. In placing the, she's a couple of spots short of Jack High, around about the 30 and a half metres, yeah. Forehand with the first bowl.
Weight's pretty good.
It's not a bad start, a little bit tight, weight's good, probably a couple of woods short of Jack Eye.
Oh, this looks quite good from Paul.
Or
Mike. Well, he said Paul first.
don't blame me, because you can't read.
Dyslexic.
Dyslexic.
Dystalgesics.
Yeah, so Mark's just
No,
through
it's
with
Mike.
that. Mike, who said Mark? Mike.
Mike.
So we could just call him Mr. Lambert. Emily's just a little bit short with that ball, a couple of foot short. Still probably in Mike's eye line a little bit. He will get inside it on a draw, but if he's outside the line at all, or the touch heavy, he's going to get wrecked. He's compensated. I think he's deliberately sent it out a little bit to get round the wood.
And he has.
He's come back well.
Yeah, well bowled.
Well, they've got a finish on them woods, haven't they?
They
Them
have,
balls.
yeah.
So, currently holding shot, wood short of Jack Eye. Emily bowling on the backhand. Still plenty of room to get in on a draw shot for Emily.
Looks a wee bit tight.
I think it's weight more so than.
Yeah.
Yeah. A yard of weight, maybe a touch of green. I think a yard of weight would have probably got her onto the jack, to be fair. But to move, to trickle the jack.
Mike sticking.
He's sticking
With
with the
his
forehand.
forehand,
He's
yeah.
obviously confident he can get round those bowls. Or is he trying to get on the inside of them this time? Yeah, he's on the inside, but not reaching. Might get second prize here. Oh no, it's drifted across. There's still room to get in there. I think Emily's only one down as it stands. I think that's got a bit of work to do to get back, to be fair, on that hand.
Right, it's come in.
Trying.
Yeah.
What a lovely effort. And I think that, well, has it fallen out? It's close. Might come in to have a look and see what the situation is. He has got a nice little shot there he can play, either to get Emily's wood out or get the jack, drag it through.
Oh, he's had a good look at it. So.
Well, at worst he's one down. He
Yeah.
may be holding, but at worst he's one down. And if he plays just that draw weight, perhaps the weight of his back bowl into the head, get a run off Emily's bowl, or get a run off his own wood, or get the jack clean. I think with the finish he's got on his wood, he's unlikely to run through the gap, because I think there's too much swing. But he looks like he's lining up for the backhand. It's an open draw on that hand, isn't it?
Yeah.
And
Come between the two
yeah,
greens.
and if he tickles a jack, it could be worth 3 shots potentially, couldn't it?
Yeah.
There's certainly a lot of green on the wood, but they do tend to have a big finish on them, from what I can see.
Oh.
Well, I think he's just about snuck it with that.
Yeah, by doing that as well, he just pushed his other wood
Yeah, I think it's
a little bit.
only one, but yeah, he's taken the one.
Yes, I don't think Emily looked best pleased.
Yeah,
But
well, a little
it's
bit,
away it goes.
yeah, it's a little bit lucky there.
Yeah. I never had any luck in my game.
No.
I did. Did you see that one wick I had?
No comment. They used to call me Wiki, but I've seen you play a few times, and
Yeah. I had a beauty early on,
I didn't see it.
didn't you? Didn't you see me crawl under the carpet all the way down after I'd done it?
Was that when you were jumping for joy? Anyway, Matt's a couple of spots up, and Mike has managed to put the jack in the ditch, I believe. And so Emily's now got control of setting the mark, or setting the length, whatever the right word is for it. I still think setting the mark is the right word, but there we go. Yeah, Matt's right back as far as it can possibly go, and the jack is a couple of spots up.
Yeah, a couple of spots up.
That's around about 30 and a half metres. Mike bowling on the backhand.
Yeah, sent it out lovely.
Yeah, got it out well. Has it got their legs to reach? Once they start cutting in, they do pull up fairly quickly, don't they?
Yeah.
That's not a bad start. It's green more than white. Probably a wood short on length.
Just a wee bit short.
Yes.
Line was pretty damn good.
Yeah, that's probably 5 feet short. Did I read on the form that she's bowling with a different wood today? Smaller wood, or? Yeah, she normally bowls with a size 1. Oh no, yeah. Yeah, Taylor Ace size 1, yeah. She's got better weight this time. It's probably 2.5 feet through. Probably second wood as it stands. So Mike's got plenty of green on this one. Will it finish?
Well, we know they come round a bit.
Yeah, well, his
It's
first
just a
two
bit
gone
too heavy,
narrow.
isn't it?
Well, that's
Yeah.
not far off the line. Just a yard and a half through the head. This looks better from Emily.
Yeah, much better, yeah.
Right adjustment.
Yeah, good adjustment that is. She's nailed it. And chalk.
Yeah, she'll like that one.
It's going to take a hell of a draw shot to beat that. It looks like he's on a slightly tight line, so I think he's drawing into the head. He's just aiming just to be drawing sort of through it, I think. But he's finishing.
I like his
Yeah, I think
third wood, yeah.
I think he probably wanted maybe best part of a yard on that to get onto the jack, and perhaps push Emily's wood back.
So Emily will just be drawing, trying to get 2 out of this.
Yeah, she got a couple of feet to play with to draw in for second bowl. And she's certainly on the line. Has she got enough on the weight? I think it's just fallen short.
Yeah. Well, left the wood there, so
Yeah, so that's 1 to Emily. 3 ends played, 3-1. So Matt right back again. Yeah, sticking with the like the 30-ish metre mark. Trying on the forehand this time. Not quite sure I'll get back. Weight's good though. It's only got to change too much to get in there with the next ball.
No, it's pretty good.
White ball on the other hand, on the backhand.
Should be good the way his bowl's finished.
Yeah, should get a big finish on it now. Probably
About a metre,
yeah.
so just the
It's-
one down.
Yeah, I would say Emily's just about holding shot as it stands. She's got better green this time. This is looking like a much better wood from Emily.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't want to move the jack.
No.
Yes, see it done.
Good enough. Good enough to count, I think.
Couple of foot through.
Mike. Yeah. Certainly out on a wide line again. I don't think that one's going to get back. Which is a shame because the weight's pretty good. Emily's got that one away well again. Looks like a very good line.
Oh, I don't know.
She's just taking the weight out, I think. Gonna get second prize there. That doesn't make it any easier for Mike to get in. I think he can still get round,
Yeah, yeah.
but he's going to bowl the open hand on the forehand.
They don't look a bad line, Darren.
No, for his woods, they should get that nice kick now at the end. Has he got enough weight to get to it? Probably just about wins it. Yeah, last ball, that's good enough to count as it stands. Emily can definitely get inside that on a draw line. I think she's put a bit too much green on that, hasn't she? Right, it was perfect. I should be disappointed with that head, that end.
Yeah, that's very un-Emily-like.
I suppose if you're going to have a loose end, you want to have it early on though, don't you? Get it out the way. There's still plenty to play for in this set.
Yeah.
And she is currently only one down. Possibly two after this ball.
Yeah.
Yeah, looks like
So one.
two shots, so it's three across after four ends. So Mark has just got the mat up about a yard and a half off the tee. He's aiming to put the jack on the tee, but it looks like it might be. Is it going to stop? Yeah, just about. So that's around about 30, 31 metres. So similar length to what they bowled on the previous couple of ends. Just a slightly different position for the mat. Sticking with the backhand. Probably I would say, from my experience, probably the slightly better hand to bowl coming this way, all depending on what would you bowl. And that's a good start, very good start. a foot or so through the head, pretty much jack high on line. Emily following him down. White looks good. I'm not quite sure whether he's going to get back. Good effort. Might have fallen in for sharp.
Yeah, looks good. I'm just thinking now the players for the open draw will be starting to
Yeah, I think
come in now.
once these two games that are currently being played have gone, I think we're down to the last 8, aren't we?
And it's,
the
a drawn.
Yeah, the business end of things. We started with 64 players, 8 groups of 8, and over the course of the last day and a half or so, it's now being whittled down. So once this session is over, we'll be down to the last 8.
Another good wood from Emily.
Yeah, Mike put in his last wood around about 3.5 feet short. Emily just absolutely plonking that on the jack. Well bowled, Emily. Chalk as well. Mike sticking with the backhand. I'm guessing he's going to want to play perhaps half a yard of weight to try and just punch it to get the jack somewhere around where his back bowl is.
Exactly what you called, Darren.
He's close, and that's
Unlucky.
it
A little
is.
bit
Yeah,
unlucky.
it's probably still one down. Yeah.
Yeah.
But he has got room to get in now. And in fact, if he played a similar shot with his last ball, he potentially could be worth 3. Well, Emily, I'm pretty sure, has got something to say about that.
Coming on her backhand.
Coming in very well here.
Oh, yes.
And she's bowled, yeah, that's a corker. Absolutely great bowling. Chalk.
Yeah, we do have it is awkward from the camera angle as to whether she's one or, well, she's definitely one.
Yeah.
Whether it's 2.
Yeah, I would say it's 1 as it stands. But now is Mike going to come down on the backhand, try and play a similar shot and punch it like he did with the last ball? Move the jack. If you can move the jack 2 or 3 feet, it could be worth a couple of shots. Or is he going to come on the other hand and try and get the wood out? Probably percentage-wise, 50-50. Yeah, looks like he's lining up for the forehand. Definitely on a tight track, so he's definitely coming with a yard. I expect a couple of yards on weight on that line, and he's very close. You know, he's very close. Well, what a great ball!
Stop dead.
Yeah, you can't say that was lucky. I mean, he played the shot.
He played with weight. Yeah.
He was probably looking for the wood rather than the jack, but got a great result either way.
He was in the area.
Yeah.
So give him the credit.
Yeah. Now, what's Emily going to do? Is she going to come down on the backhand and play into them? There's a risk of her springing the jack across to Mike's wing bowl there, if she does. Sorry you can't see anything at the moment. Mike's decided to... she's coming with weight on the backhand. She's into the pack. She's missed the head. That's good effort though. So that's 1 to Mike.
Yeah.
So played 5 ends, 4-3 to Mike. Advantage Mike. Over on rig 4, they're just completing end 6 of the first set. Both players have got 1 wood to come, and currently Adam's holding shot.
He's 4-3 up at the moment. After 5 ends, yeah.
As soon as he finished the end, we'll update you on what's happening on that rink. So back to the game. We're playing about about 29 metres the length this time.
I am not sure what he's going to. Yeah,
This is looking
yeah.
good from Mike. It's certainly on a good line here.
That's
Yeah,
a
good start, Mike.
Yeah.
That's a great start. Now, will Emily follow him down, or I would say slightly better shot on the forehand, but if she prefers a backhand, it's still there.
Oh, that's an excellent try from Brian Lees on the other rink. But we'll get back to our televised one.
Emily following him down, just she wanted to be reaching the head, didn't she? She didn't want to be short. Landing just short of the tee, probably a yard and a half, maybe 5 feet behind the jack. I'm sure Mike will just try and draw, reach and draw a shot. Again, Mike doesn't really want to be short. He wants to be drawing behind the head if possible, and that's finishing a very good spot there. He's covering the bowl anyway. Emily's staying on the backhand. Just a nice draw line. It's coming well. It's a yard heavy. Not a bad second ball, not in a bad spot. So I think Mike will be happy just to draw in front of that last ball to count and
Yeah,
cover.
he just wants to get behind the jack, don't he?
But even if he's splitting the two green ones
Yeah.
up, then it's a good covering ball.
He's struggling.
Well, that's probably good enough to count.
Counts, yeah.
I would think Emily's. She's either going to draw the forehand or perhaps bowl a touch of weight on the backhand and try and punch the wood.
I think she's going to go for a little.
I think she'll be running. Yeah, she's coming at it. Get the wood
tight
clean.
as well.
Sean, get out the way. Yeah.
Good effort. Of course, if she gets it with that kind of pace and she gets it right and the jack does go out of rink, she's got the respot covered for 2 shots. Now, I think if I was in Mike's shoes, I'd be trying to draw one somewhere around where that nearest green bowl is.
In the count, but just behind the jack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Either that or put it between the two woods behind to cover the respot. Because if Emily does get it right, that jack could well go out of rink. And that's where the respot comes into play then.
Well, he's certainly thrown it out.
Yeah, I think this is a covering ball. Well, he's counting. I think he probably was hoping to perhaps put another yard on that.
Yeah, come in between the.
'Cause I don't think it's quite enough to cover the respot, is it? If it got another yard of weight on it, it probably wouldn't be in the count, but it would give him that bit of protection. Because I think Emily's going to play a similar running ball. Now she's drawing on the forehand.
Interesting. It's a bit high, isn't it?
Oh yeah, the weight's good. It's just not going to get back, is it? I would say
Interesting, that was.
it could two or possibly 3 there. She might have cut one out with the last ball.
Definitely 2 by the look.
She's taking the 2 away. Looks like it's going to be a measure for 3rd ball. Yeah. Critical end this really. I mean,
It is, isn't it? Yeah.
if she drops a 3, then the set's over. In fact,
No.
the set's over anyway, isn't it?
No, she can draw, can't she, if she drops another one? It'd just be
Well,
7.
they're taking 2 out, haven't they?
Yeah,
There's only
But
one in
they-
to play.
well, they put them up, haven't
Have you
they?
put
Yeah,
them
I've
up?
just
Ah, right, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're ahead of me on the scoreboard
Yeah,
here.
see, it's 4-3 up.
I can't follow all this. Watching the screen, watching the scoreboard.
Paul and Mike and everybody else.
I can't multitask. I'm a man. So they will play the last end regardless, won't they?
Yeah.
She might need to pick up a full house if she's 3 behind. Rolf Harris, what a day.
So just the 2 then. So Emily needs 3 to draw, 4 for a win.
Yeah.
So Mike's stuck in there, and
Yeah. Can you work that one out?
no.
We do get some cryptic messages, don't we? I don't have the cryptic mind to work some of these messages out, but there you go. The mat's a couple of spots up. Jack on a spot short of the tee, around about the 29 and a half metre mark. So over on the other rink, we've completed the first set between Brian Lees and Adam Fuller, and Adam has taken the first set. So Mike bowling his first bowl about 4 foot through the head. Emily, she's on a, looks like a decent bowl this if it's up. Not a bad start from Emily. A couple of foot short, it's good enough to count as it stands.
Looks better from Mike.
Yeah, puts him in a very good position here, having
Although it's pulling up. Well, I think it is going to be colder though, hasn't it? Don't you think?
Yeah. There aren't as many bodies on the green as well, so that does make a difference to the humidity and everything else. So Emily needs to be getting one around the jack here to give her potentially 2 shots. And
Yeah,
finish well. I mean,
Probably holding 2 there.
yeah. Mike needs to try and get in amongst them to put the pressure back onto Emily.
Oh, is this travelling?
Well, he's certainly giving Emily an opportunity here, hasn't he?
Certainly has.
I'm guessing if Emily does get one back in here, he'll probably keep the weight on and just try and get into them and move the jack back. Yeah, Emily's in here, so potentially she's got the 3 shots she needs to halve the set.
Yeah. Big ball for Mike now.
Yeah, there's options, hasn't he? He's got the draw shot. He's got 2.5 feet to draw to at least save. Where he go for glory, try and move the jack back and kill the set, because that makes it virtually impossible then for Emily to find the 3 shots she needs.
Right, Mike, what have you got in the tank?
Well, if he does get in, Emily's then got to play wood to try and get the wood out, hasn't she? By all accounts. So. Yeah, he's just drawing. Oh, he's got the
Ah,
weight on it again.
it looks heavy.
He's got a chance of losing the set here.
Yeah.
He'll be kicking himself if, well, he's left Emily a yard to draw in there to actually pinch the set off him.
Well, that's unforgivable, really. Because he has been bowling quite well, so to...
Hello, Mick. Hope you're enjoying the commentary, enjoying the game, more importantly.
Oh, please don't. Oh.
It's all right, it's all right.
Poor.
Emily's got a golden opportunity here to rob Mike of the set.
I'm in a nightmare today.
yeah.
Certainly on a good line. If she's reaching, she's got it. No, she's done enough. You can't give Emily these you can't give Emily those sort of opportunities.
No.
That's
Oh, he'll be gutted.
full house and the set. Well, against all the odds. Very rare you see anybody pick up 4 shots, and to pick up 4 shots when you need them like that. Well,
Well, somebody picked up 4 shots against me earlier on.
yeah, that's not quite so much of a shot, Richard. But
No, you're right. You're dead right. You're so
really,
right.
Mike had that set sewn up.
Yeah.
He only needed second or third
Yeah.
bowl.
Yeah, it's different giving 4 away early and 4
yeah.
away right at the death.
So currently, advantage Emily, 1 set up.
She'll definitely know she's got out of jail there.
So Emily moving the mat up this time, and we're playing around about, it looks like 23 and a half metres, pretty much minimum length. Decent first bowl.
Yep, in the area. Won't be too unhappy with that.
And nice to say that we greeted with a nice surprise half an hour or so ago. Mark Atkins turned up.
Yes.
Good to see him back on his feet
Yes.
and in the recovering again. We're all so pleased to see him. He's currently sat here watching the game and enjoying the game. So, well done, Mark. Yeah. Anyway, back to the game. Mike's a couple of woods through on weight. Just missed the green. I think Emily's probably feeling quite pleased with herself after that last set now. She's certainly in control.
Yeah, I think it's a case of she's played the Monopoly board and she got out of jail free.
Mike's got to forget that last end and just focus on what's happening now and get himself back into this game.
Thank you. Thanks very much for that. First game was all right, second was naff, in all fairness.
Well, perfect line there for Mike, just a yard, 4 foot too heavy. And
Oh, this
drawing
is
another one
better.
in. Yeah. Good solid bowling here. A good group of bowls there, all within what 14 to 15 inches of the jack.
Yeah, Mike looks a little bit shell-shocked.
Yeah, just give Mike a little bit of a target just to draw into there.
Yeah.
If he keeps a similar weight to his last bowl, just cuts that green slightly, he's into the pack. We'll just put another one behind by the looks. That's certainly not getting back quick enough. Well. Another chance of a 4 here from Emily if Mike doesn't sort himself out. Certainly changing the jack length has, at the moment, worked in Emily's favour big time. Currently holding a full house. Good last ball.
Yeah.
Now, Mike's got the dilemma. Does he draw to save or does he go at it? I would say draw to save.
Draw to save,
Nice
yeah.
big target just to draw into there, isn't it? To cut it down to a 1 or a 2.
Yeah. I think he's having a little
He has got the respot covered on the left-hand side if he does play with weight, but
he's playing with a
it's
bit
a
of
hard
weight.
shot. Well, he's playing it.
In the end, far off.
Well, that ain't a bad result. Couple there.
2 out, yeah.
Yeah.
He wasn't far away, Darren, I must admit. That was a good effort. So Emily's took the map right up.
Yeah, pretty much right up. I think it's probably a yard short of
Yeah.
minimum length. So probably aiming to get as near to the tee as she can with the jack. Needs to be within probably one spot of the tee to be a length. Which I think it just about is.
Yeah.
So she's left herself that little margin. We're playing probably 23.5 metres there. Maybe 24 metres tops.
So she seems to be switching Mike around a little bit.
Well, this shorter
Going
length is
short and
definitely
then
caught
going
Mike
a
out.
little bit longer.
Yeah, Derek.
That's it, Eric.
Keep going, hold on. Marathon event.
Good start there, Emily. A couple of foot short of Jack Eye. Perfect road. This looks like a better reply from Mike. He's managed to find a better road anyway. Just a yard or so short. Yeah, another nice ball here from Emily. She's bowling quite tight now, isn't she?
Yeah, she's found a line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think she'll be happy with the last couple of ends.
Mike's waving that up.
Yeah, he's got his hands in the air. I don't quite know why, actually. Don't look a bad bowl to me. Yeah, just that yard of poke again. Well, a couple of feet. Got a second ball, though.
Yeah, second ball.
So Emily's just got to keep drawing them in, keep Mike under pressure. Another nice ball coming in here. Very good bowling. Make it look easy, don't they?
They do, certainly do.
He's got a bit of a target to draw into there, Mike has now. So he can afford, he just wants to make sure he's reaching. Which he is, I think, this time.
I don't know.
Don't they die once they start coming back, those woods, yeah. Such a big finish on them.
Yeah, I say he still looks a little bit shell-shocked.
He's beating himself up. He's not happy.
No.
Emily's going to just draw onto the woods that she's already put there now for potentially 3 shots. Yeah, good consistent bowling. Yeah, she won't be too disappointed with that. She hasn't made the target any bigger,
No.
and it may well be in the count. I think it might have just run through
I just think it just looks a 2. I think.
So Mike's just got to draw into the pack, probably backhand, reaching draw shot. He can afford to be almost T-weight, can't he, as long as he's on that tight line into the head.
Well, if he's tight line and he's just
Yeah.
over draw weight, if he ends up into the black bowls,
Yeah.
it might just...
He's definitely cut the green this time, so he's looking to land in the pack or on the jack. And he's coming very well, you know. That is a great ball. What a great ball. Is it going to hold up for shot?
One, yeah,
Yeah.
well bowled.
Big bowl that.
It
You didn't want to be
certainly
dropping
was.
3 on that end.
Certainly was a good bowl.
Gives him control of the mat now and the jack length. Mike also choosing to bring the mat up. Not quite all the way, but not far off. So it looks like he's going to take the 24, 25 metre mark to Emily and challenge her on that. So interesting.
Thing is, you can get into a mind game about what's the best length
Well,
to
I think-
bowl against somebody.
I think also you've got to try and bowl to your strengths, not your opponent's
Exactly.
weaknesses. I
Yeah.
think you've got to bowl to your strengths if if you're finding the weight on a specific mark.
Yeah,
Backhand draw. I don't think he's reaching again, is he? I think Emily will punish that. I think you've got to be within a yard or 2.5 feet to make Emily work.
well, I think when you get to this stage of the competition, you
Yeah.
know, you're definitely looking for the dustbin lid,
Yeah.
so to speak.
And Emily's almost dead weight, probably a couple of woods short of Jack High, probably 2 feet away from the Jack overall, 2.5 feet away.
I mean, in the next round and onwards, the bowlers will be looking.
Yeah, you've got to be bowling
know.
tight to have any chance of going much further. You know,
That's a loose one.
yeah. Yeah, I would say Mike's game, certainly over the last 3 or 4 ends, has certainly gone off. He did play that blinding wood on the last end to take the end, but he has struggled. Emily's
No, she
adjusted.
didn't like that, I don't think.
No, she adjusted the green. She got the green on, but just that yard or so away.
Mike's turned his hand over.
Yeah, that's a bit of a surprise. I think he's had a preference generally for the backhand, hasn't he? It's an open draw either way. He's on a tight line
Tight.
here.
He
Could
is
be into
very
Emily's
tight.
bowl here. He's not reaching. Now, the only good thing about that is he's probably covered off the backhand draw.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
Emily's competent both
Yeah,
ways.
yeah. Emily's
That's-
not right. Emily's not going to be afraid to turn
No.
over and bowl the other hand.
See what I mean? As good as she's bowling the backhand and that, you stick with it whilst it's still happening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it doesn't mean that she's. Well, there you go. There you go.
That's it.
Great bowl. Potentially 3 shots as it stands. Mike's making hard work of this, isn't he? Certainly giving himself a challenge.
Mind you,
He's going to come at this, I think.
is he tired?
Perhaps the tiredness is kicking in because he's having a trundle now. Now,
Looks a bit wide.
I don't know if he gets an edge on his own bowl, brings his own bowl into play. I'll tell you what, he's got second wood out of it, which is probably a little bit lucky, but when you're playing those sort of shots,
That's what happens.
yeah,
Yes.
generally you're going to
Can go both
get
ways.
some sort
can't
of
it?
result, usually.
Yeah.
But it wouldn't surprise me if Emily didn't draw in here for another bowl to take 2, for another shot.
Looks good.
Yeah, good bowling. Great bowling,
Yeah, well bowled.
2 shots. Now that gives Emily a 4-1 lead after 3 ends. Puts her in the driving seat. If she can perhaps even just pick a couple of ones up over the next 2 ends, that's probably going to be good enough to win the match.
Just got to keep it tight.
Yeah.
As I say, she's got out of jail in one respect. Well, it's more Mike making the mistakes rather than Emily getting out of jail. But yeah,
Similar thing, the mat's right up. So we're playing the round about
23.
23 metres, 23.5 metres.
And this is a good start.
Yeah, fantastic start. Perfect start. Toucher. Just move the jack across slightly. She's finished, what, 6 inches off the jack? 6 or 7 inches off the jack. So it's almost forcing Mike onto the forehand because the backhand draw is on, but it's going to be a hell of a shot. Might come down on the forehand. He's bowling a tight line, which on the shorter marks you probably do need to bowl a touch tighter. But well, I'd Emily not move that jack, he'd have been on it, wouldn't he?
That's right, yeah.
Emily following him down on the forehand.
Giving it a little bit more land.
Yeah,
that's good
good
shot.
bowling.
Yeah,
She's certainly getting in the zone now, isn't she?
that's right, yeah.
Another touch up, right on the jack, behind the jack. That's very good bowling.
Mike could do with getting one about half a dozen inches to the side, give a bit of a target.
Well, he's running at it because I think he's trying to open it up because he knows he's sort of in a position where he is sort of chasing it now, isn't he?
Yeah,
So he knows he certainly doesn't want to be losing this end. But unfortunately, Emily's holding 2 and now she's just covering with the third ball. She's got the respot covered. If Mike comes with any kind of weight and gets the result, there's a very good chance of that jack going out of rink, which will give Emily the shot on the respot. He's coming, well, he's got too much green on that, I'm sure he has.
he'll come back now.
Well, it's a draw line, but is he drawing or?
Yeah.
Yes, well, it's a good effort. Good effort.
Thought he'd have done that with his last wood and then seen how he was looking.
Well, that might just give him the advantage on the respots if he has a little run at it next
Another
time.
run, yeah.
It looks pretty close to who's closest there to the respot. So it may be that Emily just again tries to cover it, draws to his bowl, the last bowl that he just bowled. She's coming down on the other hand, so maybe she's seen something that we haven't.
Is she inside?
Yeah, I think she's trying to get around the back, is she? Or she's trying to draw another one in? I think she might have just knocked Mike's in there.
So Mike's 2 down.
Is he still 2 down?
Sean's just said 2.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. He's going to be up and at it.
Well, he's got a nice target.
This is a nice target, but it's going to be hard to get a result, I think.
It's gone.
Yeah. 2 shots, Emily, so 6-1 after 4 ends, 3 ends to play, 5-shot lead.
Not looking good. How are you, Andy?
So Matt right up again, looking like that 23-24 metre mark. No need to change anything at the moment. Emily's bowling this mark very well.
Well, it's all about game management now, really, isn't it?
Yeah, she hasn't even got to worry about getting shot, has she now?
Well, like we say, when you've won the first set, a draw
Yeah,
on the second's good enough.
it's a massive advantage if you win that first set.
Yeah.
It changes completely how you can play your second set. You can take the odd risk, knowing that you've still got the tie break should it come to it. Good start from Emily, 7 or 8 inches behind the jack. Mike really has to win this end.
Looks good.
Yeah, he's on a good line. Weight's looking pretty good. Should finish nicely now, but not going to get it there.
Yeah, short.
It's short, and it's also probably on his draw line as well. I think if he wants to bowl that hand now, he's got to be almost drawing to the shot bowl, or drawing inside it to drag it through. I'm guessing he'll probably follow Emily down here.
Very good one.
Yeah. No, he's sticking with it. Well, he's inside. He's inside his front wood, which is what he needs to be. He's got the jack, you know.
Oh, I'll tell you, that's made it worse, really.
It would have been absolute precision to get the jack and go through the gap with it.
Yeah.
But it was a sterling effort.
Just made it a little bit awkward now to get it out.
Well, it makes, I think, puts Emily in a much better position the way the woods line now.
Without a doubt, yeah.
Emily's just going to cover now. She's not going to be drawing any more in. She doesn't need to. Mike's going to be up again, I think. Coming down on the forehand this time. He's tight. Yeah, and he's through the. Well, unless he gets a bit of a lamp bracket off his ball, which he has.
No.
You know what? I think he needs to just draw into the pack with the last ball.
I think body language says that he's probably tired and had enough.
Yeah. His game definitely has dropped off this time. Emily looks completely relaxed now, doesn't she? She's drawing another one in, and yeah. I don't think even Mike, even if he plays a weighted shot, he's going to be really lucky to get anything out of that.
Well, I think he's got to hit the jack full and hope it goes to him.
Well, if he doesn't win this, if Emily picks a 3 up, isn't that game over?
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
Because the possible 8 shots on the board, which means you can only draw.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
That's not going to be good enough. I'm pretty sure he's aware of that. I think he's going to get some. No, he's not. He's out. So that I believe, if my maths is right, I believe that's game over. 9-1, 8 shots on the board, only a chance of best case scenario. Yep, they're shaking hands. So well done, Emily. Well done. Quite a comfortable win in the end, but that first set, she was dead and buried, wasn't she? We one end to play.
I think it was that last end that made and broke.
Yeah.
Made Emily and broke Mike, really, you know.
So, just an update on the other game that's going on Rink 4. We have Brian Lees against Adam Fuller. Adam Fuller has won the first set. They're currently playing the 6th end, and Adam Fuller is 4-2 up on shots. So, again, I'll just remind everybody, Brian needs to win the set to take it to a tie break. Halving the set will not be good enough. And she's more than aware of what he needs to do.
All right then.
So we'll sign off for now.
Yeah.
And we'll be back shortly. Well, I think there's a little bit of a break before the next game, isn't there?
Yeah.
We're down to the last 8, quarterfinals.
And it's all drawn out the hat.
They've certainly got to draw for rings, and I think they've got to draw for opponents as well. It would make sense that that's what you've got to do. But as soon as they're up and running for that, which I think will be sometime in the next hour, I would think, we'll be back on and we'll update everybody to how the draw's gone and what's happening. I'm not sure if we're streaming the draw, are we, Helen? Or no. So we'll wait for the draw and then we'll be back to you.
Probably half an hour, 45 minutes.
Yeah. Certainly within the next hour. So we look forward to
seeing you later.
Thanks for watching, everybody.
Yeah.
And we'll sign off for now. Okay, bye.